why not let the money work for you while you just enter the insurance? If you would sell, you would actually need to pay 250,000 euros or dollars, however which currency you take. The most important part about that is you are dealing with options, okay? So you can imagine that the stock's going down, but your put option is going up, and therefore you are compensating. Okay, that all sounds great, but why just not sell the stock and buy back later? Welcome! I promise you, after watching this video, you will actually say, well, why he didn't set this a little bit earlier? There's really existing an insurance for falling stock prices, and also you can insure basically your space position. And with a volatile stock like space, this might be not the worst idea out there, right? Guys, and I'm not joking, okay? I'm seriously not joking. Or do I look like a clown to you? Do I look like a clown to you? Yes, this is what I thought, exactly. I'm not a clown. So let's dive in because today we are talking about insurance, why you should use it, how much does it cost, and how to actually do it and perform it, and when you should do it and maybe when you should not do it, okay? So the most important part about that is you are dealing with options, okay? So you would need to understand how options in generally work. In the end of the day, it's basically a leverage effect that you can bet on a rising stock, which is called a call option, or you can buy a put option, which is basically the other way around. Now, there's thousands of videos out there for this topic, so if you want to go into depth into that, then you should do that. But there was, in my investing career, you know, there was many times reversed looking back where I said, okay, you know, it would be not bad to have a protection for your portfolio, right? I mean, obviously nothing comes for free. So when you decide to use insurance, then you make sure that you understand that this will cut obviously if it's not going down, all right? So in the end of the day, you need to answer one question. Okay, first, is the stock that I'm owning a huge amount of my portfolio? You know, then I would tend, okay, you should think about a protection for your portfolio. Second, is the stock quite volatile, right? Which would be yes in terms of space, right? We saw from 17 to 30, back to 18, back to 30, back to 18, 20, to 40 and 50 and 60 almost, and then back to 22. So you see here that yes, for space, the volatility question is yes, okay? And then the last thing, how about the overall market, okay? So usually these things are happening when there is a downturn into the market, okay? Though if you are too late, you pay an extra premium for the options, which is then more expensive, okay? So first of all, make sure to understand the overall market. Like for example, back in March, right, where we had a huge crash, you know, someone could say, okay, you know, I think this will take a little while, so I will put my portfolio on the rest and then, you know, just put the insurance in place. Now you might wonder, okay, that all sounds great, but why just not sell the stock and buy back later? First of all, you never know exactly when it goes down and up. And second, don't forget that in most countries in the whole world, you need to pay actually taxes. So let's say you have $1 million in space and you go from $1 million to $2 million, and you pay, like, let's say in Germany, you pay 25% on your winnings. So that means that if you would sell, you would actually need to pay 250,000 euros or dollars, however which currency you take, in taxes, which then is missing, making you more money. And $250,000 or maybe $25,000 or $2,500 is a lot of money. So why not let the money work for you while you just enter the insurance. And now let me show you how it works. But first, let me tell you about a project that is taking maximum 3 minutes of your time and maybe change your world. So let's have a look into today's partner. Everybody knows that actually better than playing online, gambling, you better own the casino. And let me tell you, the project that we are now talking about, EvolveBet, is exactly what you're looking for, okay? It's basically you provide them with capital that they invest into the online gaming industry, and then they will pay you on your crypto daily interest. Yes, the link is obviously below, where you get also, more than 10% of a bonus, which is fantastic. So make sure to check it out. But rather than, talking about it, let me show you a video that is made by EvolveBet that explain you the whole concept about it. And believe me, this is maybe the most lucrative ad that you have ever watched. Let's go.
The answer is again simple. Invest in it. No wonder there is a famous phrase, if you want to win at a casino, buy a casino. The gambling business has always been and remains one of the most profitable. People all over the world have always gambled and will continue gambling. The EvolveBet project allows absolutely everyone to invest in online gambling. The main feature of the project is to direct cooperation with the licensed UpBet gambling company, which offers a full range of gaming services, including a bookmaker, an online casino, slot machines, and much more. Your investments start working instantly. Funds are invested in the development and attraction of new customers for UpBet, and the company's profit is distributed among investors according to the selected tariff plan. Becoming a part of the huge online gambling business is easier than you think. With EvolveBet, everyone is a winner.
So it's pretty simple. To check into EvolveBet, you just click on create an account with the link into the description, and then you are getting a totally free account. And then you can decide, do you want to go for a black plan or you go for the red plan? Well, the difference is the black plan is starting already at $50 in US dollar token. So it's pretty much, you test things out, you create your withdrawal, you understand how everything works, and then you can scale up to bigger things. The red plan is minimum of 300 US dollar tokens. Well, I think this is the future, if you are looking into this crazy capital world where, there's DeFi and there's staking and there's so many things that people are doing with crypto. And I believe that with crypto going bigger and bigger, as more new products are coming up. Check it out, it's everything very, very nicely explained on the website itself. And now let's get back to the vlog. So let's dive into how it really works by showing you exactly what to do. Obviously, each broker, if you're using interactive brokers like me, or you are looking for any other broker that looks maybe a little bit different, then obviously this is subject to change, but you will get the idea, okay? So let's say you're searching for space options, all right? So usually you go and search for space, right? And then there is obviously the stock and there's the options, and usually go to options and then you can already search for options. But in this case here, it's a little bit different, because when you open the website, you can actually go here into options, and then you can choose the different kind of lengths of options, right? They have an expiry date, and you can also say, okay, what is the price I think the stock will go above or under, okay? So let's say currently we are around $22, okay? We believe, obviously, in the year of time, there will be, the stock will raise again, because there is new developments, the operation starts. So it's pretty much, quite, let's say, not sure, nothing is sure, and make your own research is never financial advice. But it's most probably if they continue the pathway, Virgin Galactic stock will be much higher than 22, okay? But in case not, you could say the following. Okay, let's go to, and we said end of next year. So I would, just to be sure from a lens of expiry date, just take something like, what is it here? January 2023, okay? And then you have, different strike prices, and you can say, okay, if the stock goes below 22, then you could get this, put option, and then basically bet against, okay, if it's going further down than this, then you should make some money, okay? And the expiry date is January of 2023, okay? But however, I would buy insurance not in this particular case, because if you're thinking about the Virgin Galactic stock, well, it's got already beat up quite a bit. There's a lot of negative news, so the upside is more, I would say, possible than the downside. So I would rather consider these things when the price is higher, okay? And you say, okay, I made now 200%, and now it's getting a little bit, the market gets shaky whatsoever, and let's say the stock is at, 60 again, okay? So you would just put that if it's going below 60, that, with time, you will basically make money. So you can imagine that the stock's going down, but your put option is going up, and therefore you are compensating the loss in the stocks. And then in the end, if you say, okay, at 20 or something, when the stock really was beat up, you could say, okay, I take my insurance money of my put option and put it back into space and have more shares even than before, okay? So that's the whole idea, but make sure to research about options, because there's so much more I cannot cover in this video. Like, you will lose money over time if the stock stagnate or goes into other direction, okay? If, for example, the price will be not met, right, in the either direction that you choose your call option or put option, well, and it expires, then all your money is gone, okay? So there's a lot of things to consider. Check out, there's lots and lots of free educational videos on options. And let me know if you have one more minute, because then we're jumping into the conclusion. In the conclusion of this video, I would love to say thank you. Thank you for watching always those space videos. I'm trying to find always new topics to cover. If you have any topics that you would love to hear about, give me some inspiration by putting some comments below this video, and I would appreciate a subscribe with the bell, or also the thumb up, which is always helping. So I believe that, insurance is something a little bit complicated. So as I said, make your own researches, calculators on the web, which you can use to really see, okay, I have this much in stocks, this is how much I need to buy which call option or which put option to secure my portfolio. And then, you can make a whole shoe out of it. But in the end, it's really the question, okay, do I really want to bother with this insurance, or I just let it run? Big investors like myself in Tesla, for example, I didn't have any insurance, okay? I just knew that the company will succeed. I was happy about falling prices because then I could buy more. Yes, as I said in the beginning, there was times where I said, okay, an insurance on the falling stock from 60 to 22 would be not bad, but okay, I don't bother that much for that, but I want to give you all the options that are out there. So if this is interesting, make sure to check it out. There's a lot of great tools in the finance world. In the finance world, and this is the crazy thing about it, you can bet on everything, okay? You can bet on different swaps, you can bet on governments, you can bet on and bet against companies. There's so many crazy stuff out there, and it's great to get educated for free here on YouTube.